We see this all the time in Hollywood, especially from a lot of actresses coming out there and saying, not everybody loves me. Not everybody likes me. There's people out there, even fans of my own show, that say they don't like me. I am a victim. And of course, that's what's going on once again with Erin Moriarty, who plays Starlight in The Boys. The Boys actress, Erin Moriarty, the latest celebrity to complain about toxic fans. Due to the fact that it's a day ending in Y, another celebrity has decided to capitalize on the incentivization of victimhood culture in an attempt to score points with her own echo chamber. That person just happens to be actress Erin Moriarty, who has some claim to fame for portraying Starlight in Amazon's over-the-top superhero commentary series, The Boys. Now, I will say this. I think The Boys is a good show. Unfortunately, it is so heavy-handed, over-the-top politically that it's tough to watch, because clearly they are trying to tell you in this series, if you consider yourself on the right or a conservative, or for anyone who's not a leftist, they fucking hate you. They think you're evil. They think you're the enemy. Does The Boys take shots at both sides? Yeah, it does, but not in the same way something like South Park does. It takes shots at both sides. To the left is shooting like a water pistol. Then to the right, it's like a nuclear bomb. Like, that's the type of shots we're talking about, and the difference in balance of when they decide to do it and how they decide to do it. Moriarty read from a script note for note when she called out misogynistic trolling supposedly directed at her by fans of the show. She shared an Instagram article entitled #IStandWithStarlight, the betrayal of Erin Moriarty by The Boys fans. The article, shared by Instagram account Butcher's Canary, lamented the fact that certain fans had not learned the lesson the series was trying to portray. Here we go. Let's look at this. As it turns out, you can dedicate an entire season of a television show to exploring how the toxicity of masculinity crushes and controls women, and seemingly a majority of the audience will still fail to employ the lessons learned, or worse, not have recognized there was a message at all. Now, I'm sure there's people out there that are fans of The Boys that have a problem with Starlight or have a problem with how she's portrayed. Guess what? Sometimes that's actually what you're going for when you're writing. Maybe they don't always want you to come off as the good guy, that you had the best idea. No, maybe they might feel sympathetic to the person that you're going up against. Maybe they might feel sympathetic to the cuck of your cuck boyfriend. Maybe that's what's going on in this show. Whatever the reason, not everybody has to fucking like you. And they might have a lot of reasons why they didn't like your character. Interesting talk, given the show's rabid, obscene, and exploitative sexual content, most prominently featured in season 3. Regardless, Moriarty was quick to chime in, adding, "I do feel silenced. I do feel dehumanized. I do feel paralyzed. I've put blood, sweat, and tears into this role over and over and over again. I've grown up in this character's shoes." Emphasis on grown up. We change and evolve mentally and physically. That's kind of weird. Only she hasn't been silenced. Otherwise, she wouldn't be saying what she's saying. Typically, a person's only silenced when they're prevented from speaking out. Nevertheless, this is how our society works nowadays. And of course, Eric Kripke, the showrunner for The Boys, listen, this guy's a woke lunatic. That's who Eric Kripke is. There's no doubt about that. But this is what he puts out in response to this. "Hi, trolls. 1, this is literally the opposite of the show's fucking message. 2, you're causing pain to real people with real feelings. Be kind. If you can't be kind, then eat a bag of dicks, fuck off to the sun, and don't watch #The Boys. We don't want you. #The Boys TV." So, because some people don't like the character in the TV show, that are fans, that are watching your series, because some people don't like her character. Maybe they like everybody else, but maybe they're just not a fan of her character. Don't watch. They don't want you there. This is how wokeism works. This is how leftist echo chambers work. This is why it's hard to watch The Boys if you are anything other than a raging far leftist. Even though it's a pretty well done series, this is why so many people are turned off by it. This is why something like The Terminal List got more people watching it than The Boys season 3 finale, even though with so much less promotion, so much less hype. People turn out in droves to watch The Terminal List because it didn't feel like it was preaching you about anything other than trying to tell you a good story. But this is Eric Kripke. This is The Boys. This is Erin Moriarty. These are professional victims. If you don't completely agree with them, they don't want you watching their shows. They don't want you part of their world. They want to block you. They want you to go off and die. They don't actually tell that. They literally want you to die. Because some people don't like the character of Starlight. Spoiler alert, Starlight, specifically in season 3, kind of a bitch. There's some things there, and that's how it's written. Let's be real. This is how it's written. Now, is Huey being an idiot a little bit of the time? Yeah, he's taking some big risks. You can see where Starlight's coming from, but you can also see where Huey's coming from. That's actually how writing's supposed to be done, to make you maybe feel sympathetic or hate a person, moment to moment, like really not know quite how you stand because they're evolving as characters, things like that. But no, not with this. They don't want you if you don't love Starlight. This is fucking pathetic. But it's one of the reasons that I feel like the boys fell off a little in season 3 when you look at the viewership standpoint. And I think it's a reason that more and more people, even if they like what they're seeing, may just walk away, because it's clear that people like this and people like this don't want you there if you're not wholly in alignment with them. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.